Hey guys, I have tried to make this video twice and it's just not working. So hopefully third time's a charm, and this is the last time I'm going to try. I'm here for Mommy Monday. I have not gotten the update on my embryos as to how many, if any, we have to freeze. So hopefully we have some, but we'll see. I'm not really into haul videos, but we are doing some homeschooling. The girls go to school on Tuesdays and Thursdays for about half a day, and they have an IEP. When they got into the foster care system, they had very, very little speech. They didn't recognize their names. They had 3 or 4 words, and those words were pretty unrecognizable. At this point, they obviously talk fairly well. You can pretty much understand them even if you're not around them all the time. There's definitely some things that people don't understand if they're not around them all the time, but you know, they're getting a lot better. So along with schooling, I do a lot of homeschooling at home because I really want them to catch up, and I really feel like they're very smart girls and they learn very well, but I don't have the most faith in the California school system. So I know their teachers are pretty good, but I think they could use more. So I went to the store the other day because we haven't really been on top of our game in terms of homeschool stuff, and I've just been kind of lazy about it and kind of going with the flow, but I really am trying to pick it up. I had to buy a few things, and I wanted to buy a few things, so I figured I would put up some videos every now and then of homeschool stuff and let you know about how our units go, what units we've done, how we've done our units, what projects we're doing, what things we're working on, that sort of thing. But for today, I'm just going to show you the things that I bought. I needed was erasers. Now, we obviously have pencils that have, you know, erasers on the tip, but these are very hard for them to control for some reason. They have fairly good control over writing. One of them is far better at writing right now than the other, but they really have a hard time with the pencil eraser. So I wanted something they could really grip in their hands and that wasn't so fat that they couldn't really get to where they wanted to go. So these are great. They fit in their hands really well, but it's also fatter in the middle than it is at the ends. So they've been able to hold these really well and really pinpoint where they want to erase. And the next thing I got was some highlighters. I use highlighters as a teaching tool. I will write things in highlighter and let them trace it to go over letters and words, shapes, that kind of thing. One of my biggest frustration with highlighters, which we were out, but one of my biggest frustrations with highlighters is that it smears pencil, or if I wrote in a gel ink pen, it smears the ink if I write on it before it's dry. So these are Sharpie gel highlighters, and I have to say they've been working fairly well. I haven't had any problems with them smearing anything. The weird thing about them is that they have this weird tip. It's like, it looks kind of like a jujube. It's like a total gummy tip. It's not coming off on my skin. It feels very dry, but it works really well on paper. My one big thing is that because the tip is so wide, you can't really get a small line. If you want a thin line, that gets hard. The next thing we got is specifically for the girls. Now, it's been a really great rainy day activity so far, but I wanted to get them something that was kind of fun, and I saw these. These are Expo Neon Dry Erase Markers, and they're actually specifically made for windows. So these are really cool. They can write on the windows and the mirrors without doing any permanent damage, and this stays better than the dry erase markers that we have for the whiteboards. You can also obviously use these on an overhead projector, which we do actually have, but they've been loving these, and they're super bright. They stay on the window really well. You know, if their hand brushes it with dry erase, it just comes right off, whereas these don't come off. So it's pretty awesome. But we also got some dry erase markers. These are mostly for me. Like I said, we do have an overhead projector that I do use, but I also let the girls use. And these they've been able to use on, they have these tabletop easels. Let me see if I can show you. They have tabletop easels, don't mind the messy table, that have one side chalkboard, one side whiteboard, and has the paper roll in the middle, and we really love those. Those were a gift from Santa for Christmas, but I've been letting them use these, and they really liked that. I also got some scissors. Now, I didn't bother with the safety scissors because, bless you. I didn't bother with the safety scissors. I feel like safety scissors just are a whole lot of frustration. So we got some kid scissors. I got a pair of lefties and I got a pair of righties because I do have a kid that favors her left hand. We also got some wide ruled paper. Now, I got the paper that has the reinforced edges with the holes because I find that you can't rip it out, and my girls, if they can, they will rip things. So we got these. Now, I did get wide ruled, but still too small for them to write. Huckleberry, no. So what I have to do is I have to highlight a line on the top and then highlight like 5 lines. Cool, baby. Good job. And then I will highlight like 5 lines below so that they have a big space to write, and eventually we'll just get smaller and smaller until they can write inside the lines. So that's the plan for that. I also bought, we were out of construction paper, which we use a ton of, so I bought a gigantic thing of construction paper. I have tried off brands of construction paper, and I just find that this bends or folds and colors on and cuts the best, so I just went ahead and got Crayola, which normally I try and buy off brands of stuff because I like to save money. We're on a budget. I wanted them to have folders to keep their work in. We do weekly or bi-weekly units, so I really wanted them to be able to keep all their papers for the week in one folder. So the problem is most folders have the 3 holes in the side, and I really didn't want that. I wanted it with the 3 tangs. So I did find some. I found one that was super flimsy, and then I found these. These are not flimsy at all. They're really nice and thick. Our 5-star brand. Okay, so the front has a pocket like this, and then it has a corner pocket to keep all those papers flapping around. And then the back also has a pocket, and it has the 3 tangs. So it has this pocket down here, and then it has the corner to keep it all in. And then it has this awesome little pouch right here that has a flap full. So they did Valentine's earlier today and yesterday, so this is keeping the Valentine's right in there. I've been putting some lined paper in, and then I've been putting our work for the week in here, so they have their work in here. And that is envelopes. Now, it seems kind of silly to buy envelopes for homeschooling stuff, but we do write letters and send them to people because I really want them to learn to converse through letters. So we've been doing that, and we've also been learning about the post office. So this is something that we bought specifically for them for homeschooling stuff. And that is all we bought recently for homeschooling. We have a ton of other stuff for homeschooling purposes that I will go over. Oh my goodness, sorry. I will go over in another video. But those are the things we bought for now. We already have a ton of crayons and stuff, so I didn't need to buy any of that. But I kind of wanted to just jump into homeschool videos. That's my Mommy Monday for today. Sorry if it bored you. If you're kind of into seeing what we use, what I have, my resources, things like that, let me know, and I'll continue doing homeschool videos either way, and you can kind of see what we do and the projects we do, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.